Good evening and welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Mark. I will be your narrator for this evening as we play Marvel Multiverse RPG. This is our campaign. What you call it? Real Fall Down. Yeah, I know. I made it and I still can't remember the fucking name. What we're going to do today is we're going to start with a little recap from everyone except Michelle because Michelle's not feeling very good. She's still here. Can't see her. You do see Susan Strong. Susan Strong's awesome. Exactly. That is what her intro will be like, and we just no. The channel just can't take it. So, Michelle, who are you? Who are you playing? And then pass it on to either Calder or Lavaita, please.
Hi, Michelle, and I'm playing Sarah Baker, the big fat lump of a person who has been through some weird shit.
No, I will not take any Sarah Bacon slander here.
I'm not slandering her. All of that is true.
She's not a big fat lump.
I mean, she's big and fat and a bit lumpy, but that doesn't mean that she's bad.
That's true.
No, it doesn't mean that she's bad, but she's not a big fat lump. Saying that someone's a big fat lump is a very negative, has negative connotations.
She's a massive, awesome, muscly hero.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
There
awesome,
it is.
The awesome part was the...
Got right in the end.
Yeah. Who's next? Okay, Michelle's not going to do it, so...
Wait, sorry, what do you want me to say?
Never mind. Calder, you're up.
Right, Calder, and I'm playing Silas Crawford, who's not a very heroic person by contrast, and not a very big, strong, or, morally righteous person by contrast. He's a wet, noodly rat of a man who's trying to pretend to be better for the sake of living through this. And passing on to Kathrine?
No. Lavaita was...
Is everyone doing the intro? Is everyone doing an intro? Or is it just Kat? What's going on? Were you all wanting to do personal intros for your characters today? Or... Let's take that as a no. Okay, Lavaita, who are you? Who are you playing?
Lavaita, who are no Lavaita? Funnily enough, I'm playing Lauren, who has the ability to stretch her arms and legs out very long, and also to teleport a little bit. And I guess I'm passing it on to Chris now.
Then I'm Kathrine, and I am playing Chris, who will be the one doing the recap then. Gods, what a mess, Chris thinks as they slide down onto the grass, their back against the patio, once again dragging their hood up. What a frigging mess. And what the fuck am I doing in the middle of it? Wasn't my world destroyed enough 2 years ago when my parents kicked me out for being me? Do I really have to fall even further down, being hunted for being whatever it is that I am? I never asked for these powers. They have cost me more trouble than blessings, and now, apparently, I have a target on my back whether I use them or not. Ain't this world a grand place, where history repeats itself over and over? They tilt their head back and place their hands over their face. What am I doing here? What am I doing with these people? Who are these people? Sarah, sitting there, sounding like a saint. We don't kill people. What? Is it better we get killed? A jab of bad consciousness hits them as they think it, and a small voice inside of them goes, "Is that how you repay kindness? She didn't turn her back on you, learning what you are. Instead, she offered you support. She offered what your parents didn't, and she has had her own downfall." They curl their hands into fists, slamming them on their knees, biting their lip and fighting back sudden tears. The next person in their mind is Silas. They scoff. He's just a rich kid, not knowing anything about the real world. I don't know whether to despise or to pity him. Has he never ever done anything himself in all of his life, or just paid others to do it? Well, now, he has fallen down from his high horse too, having had to walk through the woods in running shoes. Wonder how he's going to feel when we go back, all dressed up. A scornful grin lingers on their mouth, but quickly disappears as their consciousness once again pops in, showing them a memory, only a few days old, but feeling like an eternity away, of them and Silas sitting in a cell in a druid forest. Silas, distracted and distraught at first, trying to teach Chris to meditate, but in time finding a little place of peace and quiet together. He helped you find your powers, that little voice whispers. I don't even want these powers, but you have them, and he helped you, although he doesn't know it, but you do. He probably only did it because he didn't have anything better to do, or because I saved his sorry ass from walking barefoot. Does it matter? Does it matter why? Did you ever even thank him? Again, sadness and guilt fills their mind. Lauren now shows in their mind. Lauren, what do I even know about her? What does she know about you? Nothing, and that's how it should be. She wants to know you. She too offered you support instead of turning her back on you. She left us in the middle of a fight, and you were scared witless for her until you saw her here, safe and sound. The fewer people you know and who knows you, the lesser chance of getting hurt or betrayed. Look at Greg and Pinktail. I tried to reach out, and in the end, it was all for nothing. They died. None of us could save them, despite all our powers. I survived on my own on the streets for 2 years. I don't belong with people, even less with people in mansions talking politics and tactical targets. It's Silas's world, not mine. And in the end, what does it even matter when it looks like, in the end, we all fall down?
That was really good. That was
I need.
oh my
You
god,
need.
that's so good.
Someone needs to help them
Yeah,
That's
I feel
not.
that.
They,
Holy
they're
hell,
in,
Stabby.
It's
they're in
almost
trouble.
like we're all in bad places.
So, you left it off. Everyone had enjoyed their dinner, if not the conversation. Silas was taken aside by Bellington and given a little bit of a little bit more background, what's going a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. Both Lauren and Sarah had a good chat, and we left Chris sitting outside, where she heard a scream. Chris, what you doing?
So this scream interrupts their little discussion in their own mind. And they snap out of it, look up, hood down, looking around, like trying to hear where it came from, if it comes back. And if they don't hear it again or hear more, they just slowly like creeps up, looking around, seeing if anyone is on the patio, looking out the windows, and trying to again, can they pinpoint if it was from the house or from the forest?
No, I think you were so lost in your reverie there that that kind of just brought you out of it, but you weren't aware of where it came from. But it couldn't have been far away.
So just sneaking around the house, trying to not being so close that they can be seen from passing the windows, but not so far out that people inside can easily spot them walking in the garden. And just
give me an agility roll, please. Let's see how sneaky you are.
have to. And I have sneak, so I have edge on agility checks when sneaking around, and enemies have trouble on vigilance checks to detect character
Nice.
when invisible or hiding.
Very cool.
So let's see, non-combat. And edge is that I can re-roll, right?
You can re-roll one dice here.
So there.
Okay, so I would re-roll the 1 maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. Take that last one. So that is now a total of 16. You get seen by nothing. You know the lights that go on when something goes by? And they go by and a fucking leaf fucking flies by from the wind and they go off. Nothing goes off as you go past. No animals wake up, no one looks out from a window, no lights go on, no sound is made. You make a circuit of the whole like mansion thing, the whole grounds. There are not many lights on, and those that are on tend to be upstairs on the first floor. You are unable to find anything that looks like the scream could come from. You go by quite a few windows downstairs, although it's dark inside, you're able to peer in a little bit. You don't see anything untoward. And there's even some windows down into some kind of wine cellar. Again, very dark, but from what you can see, nothing there.
So after having been around the house, coming back to the patio, they'll just stop for a moment and looking out to the forest and listening, and if nothing else comes, they will go in very deep in their own thoughts and go up to the room.
When you enter the house, it's all dark. You head towards the stairs, and you hear someone laughing, not loud, like giggling. And you see sitting in the darkness, just on a chair put at the side, sitting in the hall, the woman Rebecca. I know your type. Just don't get any sticky fingers, okay? And she takes a jump and jumps up an entire flight of stairs and laughs and goes up again.
Chris will just look at her and go, "No sticky fingers. Magic." And then, like, just go past her and, like, I will get to bed if you allow.
No,
and walk past
never. No. She just smiles. Tips her finger at you. Who's all sharing the room here? Lauren and Chris are sharing. Sarah got her own room, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As did Silas.
I will have returned to the bath.
Yeah.
Yep.
The massive big bath. They've got scented candles out. Filled it up
Yeah,
again.
Sarah goes around and takes a bunch of stuff from like empty, unused guest rooms, which I'm assuming there are loads of, takes all their smellies and dumps all them in the bath, and then goes there and stews.
But you don't
in
shoot because there's no
flowery
more
goodness.
water in the bath. It's just smelly since that quite cold.
Yeah, that
Like,
makes
this
sense.
beforehand.
I like the idea that like, the smell goes like into the entire like upper floor. Just,
Yeah,
just like, Jesus.
I can't drink anymore, but I can smell stuff.
And your nose is filled with relaxing scents. You lie back. At some point, you nod off. Morning comes. For some reason, there's a fucking cockerel crowing outside.
Of course.
You hear people getting up and about. Don't know, do you wake with that, or What's going on?
Is if Lauren is asleep when Chris comes back to the room, they're going to sneak in, go out to the bathroom, close and lock the door, dress down, stand before the mirror, and change into long blonde hair, lots of freckles, looking in the mirror, imagining glasses on the picture in the mirror. And mind wandering and just thinking, if I give up now, I'm not gonna see her again. And change back into their own and go to bed.
Oh.
Morning comes.
Cheeky. I love the hints and backstory and not getting to know what it is yet.
Anticipation.
Say it.
Oh, sorry. I know this is completely off topic. ADHD, but Rocky Horror Show is in Vienna in December, and I need to take the kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Anyway.
fucking brilliant. Morning comes. Breakfast, you can smell breakfast being cooked. Sarah, you again, you're woken by Jeremy, who coughs slightly to wake you up. Says, I'm not looking, left your towel.
Which one was Jeremy again? He's the brother?
Jeremy's the one with the plant powers, the one that was talking to the forest.
The slightly not intense one.
Yeah.
the
one who sat out with me last time when we had a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Troy's the intense one.
Troy's the one that's got a crush on Silas.
Oh, just give me a sec.
No, I didn't realise. Fuck.
Give me a sec. I'm a bit
Rebecca's
naked.
the hardest. Troy is. Silas is the only one Troy's spoken to so far, and he seems very eager to please. He's also the youngest of the three of them, although saying that he's still about 19.
Right.
And his powers were like the same as Silas's, like the paw control?
Give me a minute to have a look. Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
So
Apparently better at it than Silas's because he just dampened everybody's like, God damn it, this child is better at this than me.
Sorry, what are you saying, Sarah?
So Jeffrey's outside and I'm in the bath naked.
Yeah, he says there's towels there for your clothes, breakfast when you want to come down and get it.
Alright, give me a sec, Jeffrey, I'm a bit naked.
Jeremy.
Alright, Jeremy, I'm just a bit naked.
That's alright, what do you tend to be in the bath? If you were fully clothed, I'd be kind of worried.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jeremy. I'll be right down, I'm gonna get changed and then we'll have some fucking breakfast. Let's do this.
Sarah's now overcompensating for just smelling like a brothel.
Like this nicest smelling brothel as ever been.
I'm imagining it
No
being
one
more
said
like
a brothel
Lush.
smells bad.
It's like a higher end version of Luscious.
Yeah,
It's like when you walk past Lush in the street.
Yes, exactly. I used to love that when I was younger.
Oh, I'm still
walking down what do you call it, Buchanan Street, and going by Lush. It was there. I was fuck. Anyway.
Oh, just going in, like it's like getting punched by all the good smells in the world at once. It's so good.
So I go downstairs and I just say to everyone, I see how they're looking. I'm just like, look, I don't get much of a chance to do, girly, smelly shit. All right.
Just imagine hair and rollers now and just all, put up.
I imagine that Silas has gone down like almost like a morning robe, and it's kind of like his breakfast is just like maybe like a honorary like glass of like grapefruit juice and like kind of like one piece of toast, like because he's very aware of being a fancy douche, and he and he's like
has the exact same.
Fair enough. And I think Silas just like looks at Sarah and Sarah's like, nothing to apologize for. You've never looked this presentable.
It must be
Sorry,
really obvious
just
that
like orange juice as he does.
the Kathy
So-
bacon in the ancestry is definitely showing.
Yeah.
So Silas isn't the one with 4 carrot or tomato juice with an egg cracked in or something.
Oh no, he holds liquor very well. He doesn't need that in the morning. He's still. I mean, maybe like in a couple of years, but right now he's very good. Me, the player, is starting to get not quite, but
Oh,
he's
don't.
still okay.
Okay, so Lauren, Chris, are you down yet? Or you want to do something before you come down? You want to talk? Do you want to what?
I can go either way on this. Is it likely that I woke up first, or would you wake up first?
A part of me says, okay, long night, lots of thinking, Chris is sleeping in. And another one goes, they're so on their toes about everything that they don't sleep at all. And I can't find out which one.
Wake up, see Chris gently vibrating across the floor.
I think, if Lauren wakes first, Chris will be woken up by that.
Okay, I would be trying to do like move around quietly, but it's very hard when you're sharing a room.
Yeah, and again, they're probably just sleeping with one eye open, basically. So
Yeah.
smallest sound, they will wake up, look around, see you, and just sit up and just.
Do you have a rough night, Chris? Didn't see you come to bed.
I came in late. Have you slept well?
I slept worse, but yeah, I'm still not sure about this place. It feels off. I'm not sure
Tell me about it.
everything. Like, I tried to think it through last night about what they want us to do. Why do they want us to do it? Is it any benefit to them? They already raided the place. And a part of me is wondering if they just want to see what we do. Like, it's some kind of show or a test or something. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, rich people. Ask Silas, he might know.
No, he seems to be playing 4D chess of some kind with them. I don't quite understand what's going on there.
Yeah.
He knows this world better than me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I have been in the streets for 2 years, and before that, well, middle class. Nah.
That must have been a rough time.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
survived.
middle class sucks. Sorry.
So probably
Emerging Mark. Here we go.
probably talking as getting like finishing dressing and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to wait in or if I'll go down by myself.
Chris, again, probably logging themselves in the bathroom, standing before the mirror, just breathing, meditating, sending Silas a thought, going, I hate she actually helped me with this, kind of.
And I think because it's out of context, I think he just goes, "What context, please?" Because I don't know what you're doing with your hands right now. Sorry, I had to go there. He's just having breakfast all of a sudden. Like, thank you for helping me learn how to do this thing.
And Chris was just, you wasn't supposed to hear that. Go away.
I wish I hadn't heard that. Just like, shut up.
Sorry, where are we right now?
So I think you're
We're across
downstairs
multiple
having
rooms.
breakfast with-
Okay, cool. I just need. All right, sorry. Continue. Apologies.
No, don't be sorry.
So yeah, standing before the mirror again, working on the powers, going again that semi-long hair that just runs your fingers through it, and male version, and no, still wearing the hoodie. So yeah, coming out, looking at Lauren, says, "Let's go for breakfast."
If you're sure, I'll go with you.
You head down. Silas and Anthony both have their grapefruit toast, tiny espresso cup. Yeah.
I give Chris a nudge indicating the two matching breakfasts and go, see, 3D chess.
It's losing a dimension every time.
Yeah.
It's all 3D chess. 3D chess in 2 dimensions. It's all 3D chess.
This is true, yeah.
Sarah asks, what's 3D chess? Is it good?
Honestly, I've no idea.
I mean, 2D chess just is a bit dull after a while. That might be because I'm really bad at it. Maybe I'll be better at 3D chess.
I've never tried it.
Jeremy, you're rich. Have you got like a 3D chess set here?
Troy kind of blushes. Jeremy spits out some coffee. I'm sure we can find one if you want. Rebecca shakes her head and uses her knife and fork to cut into something fancy.
Just take it easy on me. You know, you probably went to like some posho school where they teach you that at like 5 years old. I'm from the streets, I am. There weren't no 3D chess when I was growing up.
He looks at you to see if you're being serious.
Sarah looks at him completely earnestly and completely seriously.
Yeah, sure, I'll show you. I'm sure you'll take it quite quickly. I'm not terribly good. If you want someone good, you could play with Troy, but I can show you at least.
I appreciate that.
I have some business to attend to today in London. I think it best that you all stay in the grounds until I return, and then we can discuss if we can finish our discussion from last night.
Are
How
you
does
sure
that
you're
sound?
going to be safe in London? I mean, it's not really a very pleasant scene at the moment.
I will be fine.
Before you go, can I talk to you for a sec?
Of course.
Thanks.
He stands up.
Over.
This way.
Look, thank you. So, look, I need to get a bit of paper and pen. If I write down a message for someone, could you deliver it to someone, or at the very least, post it to them or something?
He raises an eyebrow. I'm sure something can be arranged, yes. There's some stationery in the drawing room.
Thanks.
If you write it, seal it in an envelope, I promise not to look.
Just letter to a friend of mine, a friend that I live with, Stephanie.
Just give it to Troy. He'll make sure it's taken. He's coming with me.
Thank you. I'll do that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Of course.
So I go off and I write a letter to Stephanie.
It's like the most expensive pen you've ever had in your hand. The paper feels like it's fucking made out of some sort of cloth. It's so thick and luxurious. It's got the letterhead on it from the desk of Sir Anthony Bellington. Blah 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 blah.
I am a private detective, and I know that sending a message on that paper with that letterhead would probably be a terrible idea. So I look around for like any other kind of paper, like
the printer paper.
Yeah, just shit paper. Hell,
yeah.
I'll take like
even
a
the
paper
printer
bag.
paper is really good.
It's
just not embossed or anything.
I go find Jeremy. Jeremy, do you have any like shitty paper?
Toilet paper?
You know what? I'll take it. I'll use toilet paper. Is it like?
Just use the stuff from the printer, for fuck's sake.
But it's really posh and probably identifiable. I'm trying to send a letter to
I
someone. Not getting
severely
in trouble.
doubt it. It is printer paper. It's bought off Amazon. It's just
All right. Okay.
a little bit
thank
more
you.
expensive than the.
I'll do. Okay. Thank you. I'll use that. I take a piece of printer paper and I crumple it up, then straighten out again. I write on that.
He looks at you and laughs and takes a copy. I'm not laughing, I promise. I'm not.
I mean, you are laughing, but my trade is a private detective, and I have found people based on the paper they have used in threatening letters.
I'm sure. Are you threatening someone? I don't think that's very good in your position.
No, I'm a fucking mutant sending a letter to someone who may be being watched. You know.
Fair. However, if my father said it will be delivered, I'm sure it'll be done discreetly.
Yeah, but your father's not God. No one's God.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, Jesus, he's one of them. All right, fair enough. So I write the message. It's basically like, I'm sorry that everything went to shit. You've meant the world to me. When all this is done, I'll explain everything. I never wanted to get this far. I'm sorry. Sarah.
Odds or even, Sarah?
Evens.
Okay.
You're not going to tell me how that worked out?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, I kind of do, but I don't know what it is you're even doing. I don't understand what's happening.
I just rolled a dice. It was a luck roll. Odds or evens, 50-50. And you chose evens. So.
Oh, it's a 16. That's even, right?
No,
Yeah.
I rolled a. That's not. I didn't roll that. I rolled. I rolled here on my desk.
You know what?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, let's move on. I don't understand what happened, but I'm sure it'll be great and not at all terrifying.
Nothing bad will come up with this.
Nothing's going to be
It's just to
fine.
randomize certain aspects of the game. That's all.
Fair enough.
Nothing that is important right this minute. Maybe after a couple of hours drive and something else, then maybe it become important then. But right now, no.
Right.
Anyway, anyone want to do anything with Troy or Anthony before they fuck off?
I guess I will ask Anthony whether because Silas has been very good about like not using his mobile to like check on news and everything because it can be traced. He'll just ask whether it's safe to like use the internet in here without being traced by whatever.
Well, within reason, yes.
No, then he just goes to actually check he hasn't checked the news like in the past week, so he has a lot to catch up on.
Going through the news, the first couple of days after after everything happened was just full of mutant stuff, full of what's going on. And now it's kind of died down. It's still big in the news, but it's not everything. There's now reports of detention camps that have been set up, like the one that Bennington was referring to. There's talks about programs for checking the mutants first, getting these children, who will be mutants, the help they need before it becomes a problem, things like that. Lots of pearl clutching and not actually, doing anything that would help them at all. Just trying to vilify them, things, talking about them, getting them into special programs or whatever, and making sure that they're seen by the doctors that can help them and, make sure they're brought to the front in their skills so that people know who they are so they can offer them help. Shit like that. There's been no word on any mutants worldwide. There's just that they're being tracked down. There's been a couple of terrorist attacks. There is news about Cyclops going to trial. You do catch something on the stock exchange that the Hellfire Corporation, after taking a large dip, After the gala, they started to rally with the CEO, Shaw, taking pride of place, coming out in support of Orchis, blah blah blah.
I mean, he like it's not a shock to Silas because he had the telepathic conversation with
What's her vegan?
He's already forgotten her name because he's an awful person.
It's all right. I'm the GM and I've forgotten her name. So
yeah, and I think at that he'll because I mean he's trying to keep it. I guess sort of like professional. Like he'll not call Shaw, but he'll send him just a text saying, "Glad to see things are going well." And then kind of basically, if there's anything you need, I mean, to like get in contact, I suppose. I mean, like in more like in more respectable terms, like more kind of. So I think the good to see business is doing well. If there's anything I can do, and then just I mean that's pretty much the end of the message, because he also knows not to bother him when he's off on his bullshit. So yeah.
Where do you send this to and what from? Give me a logic check to see how well this goes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Keeping things under the radar.
Do we still have rerolls? So I'd like to try the Marvel one.
Yes, you can. Boom. We have. Wait a minute. I had it written down. Where the fuck is it? There are 6 left.
Cool.
So 5 now.
What? Okay,
no,
so
just click on the Marvel things and then Edge. There you go. You got 5.
Oh, there we. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
No problem. You actually need to click on the dice and then select the one from that.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah, thank you.
It only worked out today, by the way, so don't feel bad about not knowing.
That is a 16.
Yeah. You know some ways that have that have been used in the past to get some secure messages going through. You know, things like Proton Mail, but there's a little bit more specified, specific to your group and situation. So you're able to kind of leave a message in dead letter box sort of thing, dead drop.
Yeah.
When it'll be picked up and passed on to him. It doesn't tell him where you are, but let's say because your roll was so good, you would then be able to over the next few days check in and see if you get a reply.
Cool, thank you.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Oh, sorry, where are we again?
You've just written your letter, you've given it to Troy.
Okay.
Silas asked about the internet, he's used the internet. Yeah. Lauren, Chris before Troy and Anthony fuck off.
I don't think I've got anything to say to them just now.
Chris? Ah. Chris is having breakfast.
Yeah, Chris is having breakfast.
Fair enough.
Taking it very larpily.
Yes. It's very hot there, isn't it? Right. You can just shake your head.
Chris will go outside, go around the garden down to the forest edge, just walking around the perimeter, looking out for anything unusual, except it's a mention, something that seems out of place for this place.
Give me a vigilance roll, please. Ooh. Right. So is it you got a Marvel? You're not sure because it doesn't seem quite out of place, but there's a flower that seems to wind its way around the where you've been walking and around some trees, like on a kind of vine sort of thing. And it's a very strange shade of purple. You've never seen it before, and maybe you did see it last night, but it was so dark, you weren't able to. But it seems very strange to you. The smell coming off it as well smells a little bit metallic, but not in not in an off-putting way, if that makes sense.
Not in an off-putting way.
Yeah. So,
So not like
if you smell cutlery or something, it can smell really tangy metal, sort of thing. No, not cutlery, but the other things with there's a lot of metal. This has a faintly metallic smell to it, but it complements the floral smell of it.
My mind was like, okay, not a bad smell. Then it isn't iron, like bloody iron,
No,
but more like coming
exactly.
into a workbench area, like
It's more like
mechanics.
it's more like blood, but it's not. It's not blood. That's exactly what I was thinking of there. Thank you, Lauren. That it's not that tangy smell of it isn't metallic, that iron thing, but it doesn't smell like iron sort of thing. It doesn't smell like blood, but it's something. Yeah, it's definitely something you've not experienced before.
Mm. Only one or more of
all
them
the way around.
all the way around. Okay.
Like not solid all the way around, but like interweaving through the trees. Climbing up them, as you look into the forest, you can see them dotted around as well. I mean, it's not like solid wall, but there's a lot of them.
I think Chris is just like hunkering down and like letting their fingers like just feel the flower, feel the texture of it and the leaves, and like imprinting the vision of them, and the feel.
When you touch it, something it feels strange. Put your finger on it, and it's not. It's kind of like an electric shock. I keep on saying kind of like and things like that, but I should have better ways of describing these things. But it's some sort of like a short jolt of energy, not painful, but it's as if something's passed between the two of you. It's just the sensation's there for a split second and it's gone. Otherwise, it feels very pleasant to the touch.
So Chris is taking her hand off it and standing up and just again taking a trip round.
As you stand up, you hear someone say, "What did I tell you about sticky fingers?"
Well, I didn't took it, did I?
No, but these are not for you to touch. You can walk through the forest without touching any of the flowers. Those flowers, at least.
I could. No one told me not to.
I'm telling you.
Fair. I hear you. Anything else off limits?
Not from me, no. And she turns around, just walks off.
Chris just rolls their eyes and shake their heads behind her back.
Like, out of character, she used to be low-key intense, and now she's just high-key intense, and she worries me. Not Chris and Rebecca, it's just like,
Rebecca, yeah.
She's everywhere with knives all the time.
She has her reasons.
Yeah, no, I understand.
She might not have a reason. I might be talking utter bollocks. Who knows?
I think after if so, Cruz just like roll the eyes and shake the head, and then after Rebecca had taken a few steps more, then calling after her like, Rebecca,
She stops.
if you don't want me to go places I'm not allowed, would you mind showing me around the house?
She stops. She's already stopped. So her head cocks. Sure, why not? And starts striding off towards the house. Lauren, what are you up to?
Probably the most basic bowl of cereal ever, because we've gone from having very little to having loads for a few days and nothing. It's just like I can't face going from like whatever we can carry through to like a massive cooked breakfast. So just like some cereal and some tea, and this is absolutely fine.
Everything's there. Everything's all put out. You're able to get cereal.
I'm still kind of low-key thinking about the whole, are we going to help them or not, and all that stuff from last night. And because it's one thing to see all that played out on television debates and like in the media and stuff, which is how she's experienced it up till now, but it's another thing to have someone talking to you and saying this is about you specifically.
Mhm.
Probably a bit more intensifying.
Well, I mean, what do you fancy? What do you think?
About the whole, do we do this task that they want us to do?
Yeah, well, I mean, could you take a life?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm not sure I would have done, but thinking back to last week when we were at the gate, if I could have killed one of those people, I possibly would have done, because they were going to kill us.
I've killed one person in my life, and he didn't give me much choice. It's going to be him, or it's going to be this woman who did nothing wrong. And I genuinely thought that I'd lost something, but then I didn't. I just kept going. But I will say, I will always remember his face, and I will do everything I can to never do that again.
Okay. I really
I'm
appreciate your insight, because
I'm not trying to make you go down one path or the other. Just I
honestly,
don't know.
there's no one else here. Is it just me and Sarah?
Jeremy's there as well.
Okay, then
Oh
I'm
no, he's off trying to find a chess set.
I don't understand why they're asking us. Like, they did this. They've already been. They don't need us to do this at all, unless it's just to see what we can do. And I don't like the feel of that. I think they want to just find out what our powers are. I mean, the best we come out of this is that we come back. The worst we come out of this is that we all get captured or killed or worse. And I don't want to just show off for them. I don't even think they know what most of our powers are. And I don't know what most of our powers are.
Well, Jeremy,
Yeah,
going to ask you this, and I don't want you to get offended.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I mean, you might get offended, but I really don't want it to go that way because I think you can understand why I'm asking. Is your dad a cunt?
Oh yes.
Is he the kind of cunt who will try and wrangle a bunch of desperate people into doing something despicable so he doesn't get his dirty old mitts involved and doesn't get caught for it?
He thinks for a second. In general, yes. This time, no.
Why not this time?
That's not my story to tell.
I think it's a story we're out if you want us to go off and bash a bunch of people in.
I don't care. I do not care if you bash those people in. I am not quite on my father's. Revenge is not high on my list of actions.
I have a trait, interrogation. The character knows how to ask the right questions in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They have an edge on ego or logic checks made when asking questions. And I want to weasel out of this guy what the story is, what's really going on.
So
So
that's an ego check then.
Okay, I will make that ego check.
And I will tell you the difficulty in a wee second.
I'm very happy to roleplay this out, but I didn't know how to necessarily mechanics it.
Don't say we'll roleplay it out in a second, but let's see how the roll goes first.
So do you want me to roll?
Yes, please. Ego. Ooh. You've got an edge, so reroll that one.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. Yeah, which is good because the difficulty was 16, so.
Alright, so I say to him, look, it shouldn't be this way, but I've got a duty of care to these kids. And if your dad is trying to hoodwink us into doing something to benefit him and put them at risk, I think we deserve to know the truth of what his fucking motives are. Like you said, your dad's a cunt, right? No kid says their parents are cunt unless they're a fucking cunt.
Yeah. You don't know many rich people, do you?
I've met enough. You forget. I mean, I don't know if you did forget, but I've done the celebrity circuit. I've been in the room with a lot of rich cunts.
I had your lunchbox.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that had the lead in it. Dad wasn't happy.
See, my parents were also cunts. There's a reason why they sold my face onto dangerous shit like that. So you can understand why now I'm trying to break a cycle in my family and look after these kids. Can you help me do that and tell me what the real story is here?
So my dad is a cunt. He is a cunty cunt. But at the moment, he thinks that we, mutants, all of us, need to show a little bit more backbone. That we should get payback on these Orchis people, the ones that have vowed to get rid of us, the ones that want genocide. Now, had this happened a bit differently, I don't think my dad would have given a fuck. But they killed my mother. And he is very much wanting revenge. And he wants every mutant to get revenge. He wants to see us stomp on them to tear them down.
This isn't a plan about tactics or helping. This is clearly a plan about making him feel better, and that's not going to help anyone but him. If he really wants to help mutants, if he really wanted to.
No, hold on. There are other mutants that are stuck there. And freeing them is objectively good. We're not fucking X-Men. We weren't meant to be heroes. I'm a fucking botanist. I am now stuck hiding out on my dad's the what do you call it? What do you call the place where they live? The
mansion?
No, like the mansion and all the grounds around it. And my dad's
the estate.
The estate. Thank you. Back living in my dad's estate because he was terrified the night that happened.
I'm absolutely still listening, but I've wandered over to the window to see if I can see where Chris has got to.
Well, I'm going to tell you something now, Jeremy. I'm not letting these kids go on some fucking kill mission because your dad suffered a loss. If we're going there, we're going there under our terms to get those people out, and we're not going to wait for your dad to get back. Lauren,
Sarah,
would you agree with that plan?
we have to wait until Dad gets back.
We don't have to do anything.
We do.
We can do what we want.
You can.
Why can't?
But do you really want to do that during the day?
I don't make all the decisions for my team. And we are a team now. We've been through too much. So what we do, it's up to us.
That I do not disagree with. And I, for one, will be killing no one.
You better not. If I
Give me
see
another
anyone
ego
doing,
check, please.
if I see anyone doing any killing, I will stop it. Where is my sheet? Ego check. Do I get an edge?
Oh,
Oh, no, you don't get an edge on this. It's a different one.
Oh,
you
it's a
don't
good
need
one.
an edge on this one. If
You don't need the edge, though. You got another fucking 17. You can tell that
And the
he
marble.
is... yeah, with the marbles. So you can tell that he is being honest about not killing someone, but there is something else. There's something under that.
Why do I get the feeling you saying that is not necessarily as straightforward as you make it sound?
Is anything ever?
You know, I just like one time when my life goes to shit to just have people be straight with me.
I am being straight with you. Look, let's play chess. They won't be back for hours. We still need to come up with a plan how to tackle this place.
I'm going to go talk to my people.
Okay.
I'll join you later, Jeremy. Like I think you're mostly on the level, but there's something you're not telling me. And that means I can't trust you. Not yet.
He closes his lips. Like, okay. I understand.
I go over to Lauren. What do you make of all that? Because I'm not the smartest one in the room.
He heads out, by the way. Like, out of the house.
I think you're right. There's definitely something else happening, and it's kind of tense and uncomfortable. And I thought it was just me being paranoid for a while, but the more I'm here, the more it's just evident.
I mean, has there been any point where any of them have said to you, like, don't go in that room or don't go down there?
Not as far as I can remember. No, don't think so. I mean, last night was a bit of a blur because we were all knackered and everyone was stressed about where people were and what had happened. And oh God, what happened to the bodies?
Oh, I think Jeremy sorted them out. I think.
We should ask when we see them next.
Fellas, what are you up to?
I guess sort of after breakfast, he'll maybe try and kind of go to the porch to kind of just have a look at the property outside, because he's also not sure, but he doesn't want to go on this mission for entirely selfish reasons. Of he just wants to keep going to the Isle of Skye. Like he doesn't want to get bogged down with this, but he also doesn't know how to politely tell Baron Anthony
To go fuck himself?
Fuck himself. Yeah, like sort of it's the situation where like I have better things to do in my life, but at the same time I don't know how to, tell these people who are objectively kind of like more equipped to put us in the ground right now, even if we try to say no. So he's kind of definitely having this. It would be just like a fight of attrition, even if we win, it'll be kind of like by the skin of our teeth, which isn't great either. So it's kind of it doesn't even seem to be a choice. It's more of a, well, we have to go and do this because otherwise we're not going to get out of this one. I think So he's going to attempt to do astral travel to kind of like see more of the like the protected area, like the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just forest, but he wants to see as much of this guy's estate as possible in the fastest way possible, which
Mm-hmm.
when you're flying in the astral realm seems like the fastest way of doing it, really.
Indeed. Give me a vigilance check, please.
Mm-hmm. That is a 16.
You notice what Chris noticed as you're flying around, that it looks like as if they'd been the forest, as if it had been like with powdered sugar over something. Just these little flowers, which are the kind of strange purple, are just dotted all over the place. You don't see any paths in the forest. You don't see like any holes in it. So it's the forest becomes very, very thick very quickly. You don't notice anything. The lawns round about the mansion are all impeccable. So you can take a ruler to it and measure like fucking centimetre or whatever it is for the grass. But otherwise nothing out of place.
Is there? I mean, well then there's the question. So, given everything that's happened in the past couple of days, does he still employ staff that I can see kind of like without them noticing me? I mean, like doing upkeep, like cooking, kind of cleaning, like I said, like groundskeeper. I don't know.
You haven't seen anyone.
That's
No one
weird.
at all.
Especially,
So yeah,
I
that
mean,
probably would have come up with your vigilance actually. Yeah, sorry.
I think he just thinks to himself that it's a bit weird that the entire place is so impeccable if there's nobody who's been taking care of it for at least. I mean, even in a week, like things will pile up, so that's a bit strange. But doesn't really know. I mean, he has no way of putting two and two together. I'm sure once we reach the plot point where it makes sense, it'll make sense. But both to me, the player, and to Silas, is like I don't know. This is strange, but I don't know in which way it's strange, and kind of returns like back to his body and heads back inside, probably.
Okay. Chris, you and Rebecca are getting to the house. Her hands are behind her back as she walks. She doesn't look round when she's talking to you. She just asks you a couple of questions about where you're from, things like that. She says, so what would you like to see?
I mean, street kid like me, this is all new. Boast a bit, show me around.
And she takes you through. It takes you to a different kitchen from the one you were in. Takes you through several rooms, one with a TV, which is almost the size of the bloody wall. She shows you, she jumps on one of the seats and presses a button and the legs flip out. And she laughs and she looks younger when she does so. She invites you to do the same, takes you to a place where there's a pool table, gets to play around the pool with her. They've got a bowling alley downstairs. So, what do you think about Father Once? Because I, for one, am angry. And she rolls the ball and gets a strike. You hear it crash against the ball crash against the pins.
And Chris takes like the next ball, throws it and goes, angry about your father?
No, my father's right. These bastards don't deserve to get away with what they do. They torture us, they chase us down, they kill us, they want us to be dead. Well, fuck them. They wear that little flower on their lapel, then they deserve everything they get.
I love how angry your fanning is getting.
No,
Like, aggressively fanning.
no, I'm just
Yeah.
hot.
No. But just for a second, it was getting like,
um, if we just, but if we turn around and do the same, aren't we just as bad?
We're not doing the same. We're not trying to kill all humans. Just this one organisation that wants us dead. Maybe the Friends of Humanity as well, because fuck those guys.
Fair. And I'm imagining like Rebecca and Chris just playing this game of bowling, not looking that much at each other, just having this conversation casual, like having a good time.
Yeah. And she's not very expressive at all, but you can tell that she's kind of warmed up to you a little bit as she's talking to you. You know, my brothers, they're boys, they got away with a lot of things. My powers first showed, they chased me down and kicked the shit out of me at school. Fucking boarding school. And nothing happens to them. They get away with it.
And the parents excuse it with boys will be boys, right?
Exactly. It wasn't, by the way, it wasn't the brothers that chased her down, she's saying the people at her school. Yeah, girls as well as boys. I was different. They didn't like it. So is there something wrong with me wanting a little payback for that?
At least your family had your back.
Yeah, when your family get told about it, but that sort of school, things get kept quiet. And Dad, up until recently, wasn't very big on the whole retribution thing. Humans were worth too much money for him to give a shit about. Not until something of his get damaged did he care.
Well, I guess that's better than killing them all off.
I want to kill all of them. Doesn't even care. I want to make them pay. Just the arseholes, just the bastards that do this. The ones that have they can't curb their hatred, their bigotry, their fear. Is that not okay? Is that what they've done to me, what they've done to you? I'm sure you have your scars.
Yeah, I do. And they're not necessary from other people or strangers.
But if they make you hate yourself, does that not make it from them too?
Again, if your parents or your siblings made you feel...
Not parents or siblings.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I've got a mutant family.
Yeah,
I had that to fall back on. But just for being who I am, she pulls down the top, the shoulder, and you see a big scar going over the shoulder. Thanks. Second time I used my powers, the hockey team chased me down and broke my collarbone. I was 14. Rich Daddy didn't help with that, did he? She takes a ball and she throws it so hard Then when it hits the pins, the ball cracks open. Sorry. Sarah, Lauren, what are you up to?
Wait, me and who? Sorry.
Lauren and Sarah,
Me and
you two
you.
were
Oh,
together.
sorry. I thought you. Yeah. I think I want to find Silas. To be honest, what do you want to do?
I think I was gonna, out of character, say that after the astral projection thing, like astral travel thing, he's going to head back inside, so it'll probably be easier for them to find him, like in the living room, I guess. I don't know, one of the many sitting rooms that the mansion has.
I was thinking I haven't seen Chris for a while either. I don't know where they went. I saw them go out, but I mean they're probably just around somewhere. I didn't see what's the woman's name? Rebecca? Didn't see her either. Maybe they're together.
All right. Well, look. Why don't you stay here and you talk to Silas? I think he's in the front room. I'm going to go and find. I'll go and find Chris. Get them in here. Get us all together, and we can work out what's next. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect idea.
All right. I'll be back. All right. Just mate, don't leave the house. All right. I'll be back.
You know me. If I wanted to leave the house, I just would.
Well, I'm just saying, like, don't leave the house.
Probably.
Don't leave the house for the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
Then after that, you can do whatever you want. I'm not your boss. Fuck it. I'll be right back. I walk out the house.
I'll go and try and find Silas wherever he might be.
Can we say that,
Yeah.
for the sake of like just like I guess like cinematic kind of like imagery that like Jeremy like set up the chessboard kind of like in the sitting room, and Silas is by the chessboard waiting at obviously like the black side because
Yeah.
yeah. And
It's one of those sets. It's not white and black. It's red and black.
Oh right, because this is a European set. Yep, or like the English set, correct. So, but he said yeah, black side. That's correct.
Am I finding you immediately, or are you by yourself?
Oh yeah, I mean he's not hiding. He seems to be kind of just like holding the obviously like the Black King and like kind of like contemplating it.
I would definitely say something as I came in because I still worry about like sneaking up on people when I'm not trying to sneak up on people.
Fair enough.
So we kind of from across the room, Silas, hello, and I'd come over and sit down, but not opposite you because I'm not going to play you at chess.
Fair enough.
Not an idiot.
And he puts the piece back down like nothing has ever occurred. Like don't pay any mind.
Don't play chess with telepaths. That's just fucking
No.
stupid.
And he just says, so any new developments as to what we're doing or not doing? I mean,
I think
we
Sarah
kind of
wants
have
to
to
talk about it, and she's probably got a point because we do need to talk about it without them telling us what they think, I guess, because it's up to us, really. What are you feeling? Because I'm interested. What are your thoughts?
I think it's like he looks around and he knows the chance of them being watched is pretty huge, so he doesn't want to say I think this is a waste of time, but he says it's I think the fastest way to get out of here and to get back on track to the Isle of Skye is unfortunately to play along.
Yeah, I was wondering about this because I was thinking if we don't do it, what are the consequences?
Exactly.
I mean, they've been very kind in a very doing the minimum when you've got a massive house kind of way, but yeah, it just feels very odd, and I don't like it, and I don't like the idea of demonstrating what we can do because I don't think they know our powers. Like they'll obviously know Sarah's. Everyone knows Sarah's if they read any magazines or newspapers in the last 10 years.
I think they've probably seen some of ours if they were aware of what happened in the forest. They don't know that they wouldn't know the details.
Does anyone have anything in the background?
I can't hear anything.
There's a weird scratching. So I'm gonna turn off my mic for a second and see.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's better now. Okay, no, weird.
Weird.
Huh?
Um,
Okay.
I think it might be a fan through like some kind of noise reduction thing, and it's just breaking through. Forgot where we were now.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
having
Sarah's trying to
Vampire.
assemble everyone.
What? No.
I don't
okay.
think they know what our powers are.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't even know what your powers are really, but I don't like to ask. It feels a very personal thing, especially when we've been hanging out for a week
Well,
already.
it's not. It's not a big secret. It's
I
just.
mean, I saw you
basic
floating. That was
combat.
pretty cool.
It's not. It's for showing off more than anything. I think he like has a cougar smile. Like, it's more for showing off, really. The telepathic speaking, and then just I'm good at making other people more or less powerful. I can't really do very much by myself, and I wonder if that'll make me more or less useful to him.
I guess as long as there's other mutants around, you can be useful to someone.
That's true.
So were you boosting Sarah?
Yes.
Oh, that explains so much.
The last time I met her, she didn't look like she needed much boosting.
There. I wasn't close by, but I heard something happen with a tree.
Yeah, I think out of character. I think that was just Sarah, right? Like there wasn't boosting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just Sarah. I mean, she doesn't need much help doing things most of the time.
Were you
Yeah,
ever
some
maybe-
asshole let her be rank 4.
Mhm.
I take no responsibility. You gave me the option to be powerful. I chose power.
I gave you, but I let you have it. That's we did it together, okay?
You better not hope that power corrupts, because otherwise I'm coming.
Oh, the day that Sarah's angry with us, we're all in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
That's her secret, Cap. She's always.
Did you manage to get in touch with your folks on the phone?
And he seems startled at this, like especially like the wording of like with your folks, right? Like because
Well, I don't know who you're contacting, so
no. He just thinks about a lot. How he kind of he does like a bittersweet smile, kind of like it's someone I care about, probably too much for my own good, but.
oh, we've all got one of those.
But he seems to be doing fine. It's complicated. I'll talk about it some other time.
Fine, I don't want to force you into a conversation you don't want. We've got more pressing stuff going on anyway. Well, I guess we have to figure out where the hell Chris has gone. Also, do you know what they did with the bodies? Because that's been bothering me.
Also, do you know what they did with the body?
I'm just really bothered by it. I keep
it's just
coming
been
back and I'm
thinking
like,
about
what's
it.
happening? This happened and this happened and this happened. And, oh my god, the bodies.
I think. Right. So, then I think he kind of like he thinks. The one thing I left out is, all the kind of new age astral travel blather. That's a thing I can do, and I've had a look around the perimeter, but I haven't checked inside. If they are anywhere, they are probably inside the house. I didn't see them outside.
It just feels weird for them to just hide them. I don't know. Did they bury them? I don't know. I should ask them.
I'd be interested in finding out, but at the same time, I think people are watching, and people are aware if I try anything untoward.
Why do you think I'm just walking around everywhere?
I mean, we should, and I think he pauses and he thinks I don't. So before he says this, out of character, the Anthony's also mutant, correct? Or is he human who had mutant kids?
You don't know.
Oh, fair enough. We should.
Have you
And I
actually
think he does this like look around, if like this look of frustration. Like, first all the kids are in one room and you can't get like a moment's peace, and now I have to ask one question. I can't find any of the children. um, I either he. I wonder if he's a human who just is an ally or is a mutant himself. I mean, the
Well,
fact
let's
that
try this out.
London
Have you
is
seen
strange.
the mutancy powersy?
No,
I
not
mean,
really.
like I noticed you can get collars for that, right? They could have used technology for that.
That's true.
That's a worrying thought.
Or if we can, here's the thing: if he's a mutant and if he has the technology to cover or at least hide mutancy, if we play along, we might be able to leave with some of that technology on our way.
That's definitely something to talk about with everyone else when they get here.
So, Chris, you and Rebecca. She's just broken the ball and apologised for it. Please tell me you understand what I mean.
I do.
You start to hear footsteps coming, big footsteps. She looks at you. That'll be your friend. Do you really understand what I mean?
Unless that's something you haven't told me. And I don't understand your world, but I understand what you're
Would
saying.
you want revenge if you had the chance? Just to let it out on some people that deserve it.
Yeah, some people deserve it. Some don't, but some do.
I know some that do. Trust me? And she puts her hand out.
How much of this do I hear?
Just get there. She puts her hand out to you, Chris.
Are you going to tell me about the flowers then?
I'll tell you about everything.
And Chris reach out and take her hand.
Sarah, you walk in, you see Chris take Rebecca's hand, and then you see them both fall through the floor. Just phasing right through it. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
You sly bastard.
Amazing.
Aye, that one went well, I think.
That is such a great. I mean, all of them were great cliffhangers, but that especially.
That's a non-combat one. It's always good. Anyway, yeah. So that was We All Fall Down, episode 6, I do believe. I'm Mark. I was your narrator. Probably will be in the future if you come and watch us, please do. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We will say goodbye to all the people and do plugs and whatnot. And yeah. So we'll say goodbye to Calder first. Calder, how was your night?
Really good. I mean, I'm more of a kind of like role play heavy like session fan. So like this was just chef's kiss, amazing, and I love it. I love every bit of it. And yeah, I've got nothing to plug. I had a really fantastic time. So thank you very much for running.
Always a pleasure. Lavaita, how about you? How was your night?
Oh, it was warm, as the fans may attest. I have to keep remembering to stop using it when I'm on mic, so I'm not blowing. Yes, I had a lot of fun, thank you. And plugging, I'm playing in what's the word for it? Memphis by Night on Saturday.
Exactly. Vampire.
I mean, it's Sunday for me, but it's Saturday for everyone else.
I'm not jealous at all, but
next time, mate. Next time.
yeah.
Michelle, how was your night?
It was good. I liked interrogating Jeremy. Although, did I make him cry?
Well, you made him feel bad at least.
Well, it sounds like he's got a reason to feel bad.
Maybe he's aye, maybe he's no. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe I'm apologising later. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, Sunday I'm doing Fallout with people again. So come in and watch that. Or don't. I'm not your mother. You can do what you like.
Well,
But
I'm not your
please do.
father, but I'm saying go do it. So fuck you. Yeah.
Listen to
Oh,
Daddy
thanks.
Mark.
Exactly. Please don't call me Daddy Mark. It sounds so fucking weird.
Sorry, Father Mark. Oh, that's worse.
That's
Ooh,
worse.
that's worse.
So much worse. You know what? I was actually an altar boy, so I mean, come on.
Try with Daddy, see.
No.
I'm
Just
gonna
making
leave
it weird at the
there.
end.
Yeah.
Great.
Mark's
Take
going
one
off.
sex tape. I'm sorry. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Great. Kathrine, how was your night?
It was amazing. Very good.
Awesome.
I think Chris is starting to show themselves a
Yes,
bit.
so do I. Yeah, it's very cool. I like it. And that was an awesome intro you gave as well, so thank you. So, yeah, as has been mentioned, on Saturday we are back with Vampire. On Sunday we have Fallout. On Tuesday we have Die. And Saturday after that we're back with Massive Narrator, where everyone will die and only Lavaita will be able to go and do stuff. So thanks for watching. If you did watch, if you didn't, fuck you, you're a ballbag. Watch on YouTube, give us a like, please leave a comment. It's always nice to see comments. It makes me, just cheers me right the fuck up. No, it doesn't. Believe it anyway. Yeah. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.